Alright guys, so now with less than 2 days remaining for the Season 3 of Cake Hound Frenzy, after playing for quite some time on JoyRool's account, which is almost completely free to play, except for the $100 that I've spent back when I was at 10k subscribers to celebrate that. We do have some things that I want to kind of just overall go over, and then show you guys some of the teams that I've used, and just share with you guys what is going to be the best and what you guys should be looking for in order for you guys to try and reach that top 1% or even at least that top 5% in order to get the crystals, like 3,000 crystals as well as 2,500 crystals. And just keep in mind that this is going to be for the holiday server, and if you guys look at this picture right here, this is going to be actually for the pure vanilla server, which is a lot higher than the holiday server. And also just keep in mind that this number is not going to be the exact same by the end of it, because some people might actually start reaching higher score in order to even push the scores required even further up than what it is currently right now. But anyways guys, let's start with the wrap up and let's go over the buffs first. And I have kind of categorized it into 3 different priorities, and the first priority for this season 3 of the Cake Hound Frenzy is going to be the allies gain 10% damage every 10 seconds, as well as all periodic damage plus 80% if you guys are using poison mushroom. So these 2 are going to be your priority and what you guys should definitely have. So for any of the highest scores that I've ever reached on my main account as well as JoyRool's account, I did have to have allies gain damage 10% every 10 seconds. And also for any of the poison mushroom builds, then you definitely do want to have the periodic damage plus 80%, because that's really what's going to carry poison mushrooms damage. All right, and then the second priority here is going to be, guys, attack plus 50% as well as crit damage plus 75%, and on top of that, extra attack speed every 10 seconds. This is a longer one, but I've shortened it out. You're gonna get up to like 7 stacks every 10 seconds and stuff like that, maxing out at around 20 stacks, which is really good. It's gonna allow your eclair as well as all the other cookies to attack a lot faster, get rid of the bunker a lot faster, and cast their spells a lot faster. So it's definitely going to be something that you guys would want to have. And the last one is going to be your third priority, guys, which is going to be like your third slot. If you guys can get it, it's pretty good. And it's going to be crit rate 30% as well as extra attack speed, which is going to be around like 30%, I believe. And then the last one is going to be the extra damage equal to 15% of the attack with each hit. So these are going to be really good too to have on the side. But once again, guys, I'll definitely look out for the first priority and the second priority. And if you guys can get the third priority on the side as well, like all 3 of them on top of everything, then it's really going to be allowing you guys to do the maximum amount of damage here. Alright guys, so with all of the buffs out of the way, let's talk about the treasures of the team first. And it is going to be top 2 priorities are going to have to be the scroll and the jelly watch. Especially the maxed out jelly watch is going to be really important to decrease the cooldown of all your cookies by 25%. On top of that, the 30% from the buff that you guys get from the actual event. And then if you guys just get about 5% of extra cooldown on your cookies, then you guys can definitely take advantage of a fully maxed out cooldown, which is going to be capping at 60%. And on top of that, the scroll is going to be the one that's going to increase the damage of all of your cookies, the attack by 59.7%. That's about 60% extra attack. And then the last one is going to be either the scythe or the whistle. These 2 are going to be interchangeable. The scythe is going to be used more for any of the teams that are going to be taking advantage of the crit damage 75%, especially if you guys do not have the buff, which is going to be 30% extra crit percentage. And on top of that, if you guys are using someone like Blackberry, this is going to definitely help out in order to deal more damage, because your crit percentage is going to be close to around 70 to 80%. All right, but if you guys are deciding to use the whistle, make sure to give the buff to Squid Ink as well as someone like Captain Caviar in this case, or Squid Ink as well as Poison Mushroom. Now with the treasures out of the way, let's go talk about the cookies. And this is going to be the team that I shared with you guys before, with Milky Way as well as Eclair, Captain Caviar, Squid Ink as well as Rye. But there was a lot of different comments talking about, hey, HyRool, can I switch out Squid Ink with somebody else? Can I switch out Rye with somebody else? Because not only do you need to have them build, but you also need to have the magic candy. But just a quick helpful tip for you guys, if you guys don't have these 2 cookies leveled up as well as their magic candy for Rye as well as Squid Ink, then you definitely need to go and invest in them right now, because they are going to be the top 2 cookies to be used inside of the guild boss battle. Especially Squid Ink is used for both Living Abyss as well as the Avatar of Destiny. And Rye is going to be your main damage dealer for the Avatar of Destiny as well. So make sure to go and invest in them if you guys can. So I will have to say Captain Caviar as well as Milky Way are going to be 2 of the cookies that are going to pretty much have to stay inside of the team just because of the defense reduction. These two defense reduction is absolutely insane right now, guys. And within all of the teams that I've used, Captain Caviar and Milky Way are going to be there. And the interchangeable ones right now are going to be these 5 right here, guys. And I'll have to say the best outcome that I've seen so far is going to be with Rye as well as Squidding, alongside someone like Poison Mushroom as well as Eclair. But if you guys are looking for more of a direct replacement for someone like Rye inside of one of the teams, then it is going to be Blackberry. If you guys are looking for a direct replacement for Squidding, I'll have to say it's going to be Poison Mushroom. And Eclair is going to be interchangeable with any of these cookies if you guys are lacking one of them, alright? But once again, guys, Captain Caviar as well as Milky Way are going to be the top priority. And the last one that we're going to talk about now is going to be the toppings, guys. 5 Syrian Raspberry for all the cookies are going to be what you guys want to go for. Every single one of them, including Milky Way as well as Captain Caviar. And the only thing I'll have to say you guys might want to try and reach is going to be the 5% cooldown in order for them to use their skill at a maximum cooldown, which is once again 60%. And then focusing on the attack as well as the crit, no damage resist required for all of these game modes because of the fact that they don't do much damage to any of your cookies anyways, alright? So now with the cookie and the treasures and all of those stuff out of the way, quick reminder for you guys for the buffs. If you guys are not getting the right buffs right away at the 5,000 mark, then make sure to just go and reset your buffs by clicking on the battle, exiting out right away after you guys deal damage to it, and then it will go back to the 500 coins and the buffs will refresh. This I talked about inside of my other video, which I will link down in the description, so check out that video if you guys would like to do so as well. Anyways, guys, that's gonna conclude the wrap up of season 3. Once again, we're gonna have to verse this probably anniversary party cake one more time for season 6. All right, and I don't know if they're gonna change anything for that, but hopefully I wish that the tips that I've given you guys is going to help you guys to reach that 1% or even at least that 5% for not only this season, for the next seasons to come. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.